The last time that Matt Painter faced John Gross. Do you know when it was?
Last time they faced John Gross was the coach of Illinois.
Well, actually, I guess I don't know if they've faced Akron since this, but John Gross was at Illinois on Tuesday, January 17th, 2017, when they went to Mackey Arena, and Isaac Haas had 24 and 6, and Purdue won by 23 points. John Gross, the head coach of the Akron Zips, has turned Akron into one of the best mid-major programs in America, as evidenced by back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances, as evidenced by this Akron team being ranked higher on KenPom right now than any Akron team he has coached in a decade.
Jeez.
This is his best version of Akron. They are 3-0 on the year. They've had some pretty amazing performances. They beat Princeton by 35 points, hung 104 on Princeton last week. They beat James Madison by 14 points, hung 85 on James Madison, and then they beat some non-Division One school called Penn State Shenango, 109 to 51. That's a real thing. Look it up. Akron's gonna be tougher than anyone expects because I didn't even know Akron was all that good until I started doing prep for this, and they're good. 77th in the country per KenPom right now. Purdue's gonna have to pay attention to this team. If we see some sleepwalky Purdue performances in this game, like we saw against Oakland, this could suddenly be interesting for a team that is 106 spots better on KenPom than the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. Do you think I'm being honest about this, or am I building this up to be more threatening than it is?
No, I do think though. I think Akron is a team that is well coached. I think they're a mid-major team that also like they have the. Can I steal one from Paint here? They
Yes.
have the intestinal fortitude and belief that they could play with Purdue, whether that's irrational or not irrational. I think they're well coached enough. I think they have players that are talented enough. They do have some players that I think are willing to point out in this situation here. They also have a player that has already beat Purdue on their team,
Who?
Evan Mahaffey,
Oh yeah, I forgot he's back.
and his brother's on Akron too, Eric Mahaffey.
Yeah.
Did you say Yum?
No, I said yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said Yum. I was like, whoa.
Well, no, respectfully, they don't deserve a yum from me. No. Yeah, okay. So they basically return all their guys except for their best player from last year. And last year they went 17 and 1 in the MAC, won 28 games. Nate Johnson left them, but like everybody else that matters returned.
Can I say something I'm not proud of?
Yeah.
I found myself in the weed of Akron Twitter and Reddit the time when Nate Johnson entered the portal because
God.
I wanted him. And apparently it's a Ewing theory situation with Akron.
Oh, like people believe the Zips didn't exactly love Nate Johnson and now
He
he's
was
gone.
he was just like me, high usage, not shoot well, but oh, stats.
Well, gotta say the early returns kind of make that seem like it might be legit.
Possibly. Look, this team rebounds pretty well. Amani Lyles is averaging like 8 a game and only 23 minutes a game. Um, they got some guys that shoot pretty solidly from three. Is it Seamus Scott? Seamus Scott, 40%. Tavari Johnson, 44%. They got some guys that can knock down some shots. Low
Yeah.
volume, but like they got some guys. So it's more so too though, like we talked about it when we started this. You just went on the road, silenced the haters, everyone shut up, like Purdue's fine, we're back, TKR's back, we're feeling good. Fletch ain't got a tooth. Like feeling good about yourself. How do you back that up though? Because this ain't Cupcake City coming in here.
This is not Cupcake City. That's a good way to put it. So Akron is small. That's the biggest thing that like prevents me from getting cute with this. Like, oh, this could be a really scary game. Akron's tiny. They're 341st in average height. If you go through their lineup and who they play, they go 6 foot, 6'2", 6'6", 6'6", 6'9". They're going to have a 6'6" dude on TKR. In fact, I think it's going to be Mahaffey.
Hmm. Yep.
They're going to have a 7'9" center on Clough and Jacobson, or a
I'm
6'9"
sorry.
center.
I started. I was gonna say, whoa.
Sorry, I started getting ahead of myself thinking Purdue bigs. They're going to be smaller at every position except point guard. So, in that sense, I think Purdue should feel fine, especially coming off of one of their most inspired performances of the season on the boards. This might be a good opportunity to find out how real that rebounding improvement is
Hmm.
because Akron is just okay on the boards. They're outside the top 100 in both offensive and defensive rebounding. They're not slouches there, but they're just okay. Now, things that work in favor of Akron, like maybe making this interesting. They shoot a bunch of threes and they shoot them well. They're 78th in 3-point volume. They're shooting 37% from three on the year. They're a good free throw shooting team. They have four different guys, or no, excuse me, three different guys that average more than 4 assists. So they really move the ball. They're all skilled. Pretty much everybody except for Mahaffey on the floor can shoot. And even Mahaffey right now is shooting two threes a game at 40% this year. That seems wildly unsustainable from what I have known previously. But this is a team right now that is operating offensively at a really high level, 64th in the country in adjusted offense. They play fast. All of their games have been at 72 possessions or more. Purdue has not played a game above 70 possessions this year. So contrast to styles again. Purdue just really flummoxed an Alabama team that wants to go fast, but it'll be interesting to see if they're as deliberate with the pace in this game against Akron as they were against Alabama.
Yeah. It'll be a definitely probably. I don't know. As much as I like wanted to point out how Akron is able to do some things and point out some positives, this is also one where we get to the end of this and we get to talking about this, that if Purdue handles business, they win this game by 20.
Yeah, in theory, should be true. Evan Mahaffey leads this team in assists.
Okay, so I'm gonna take Purdue 97 to 62.
Evan Mahaffey shot 17 threes last season with Ohio State. He shot 12 in 3 games at Akron this year.
Okay, so I'm gonna take Purdue 117 to 50.
Akron, sorry, I like this Akron team. Um, Akron has like an entire roster full of dudes that are from Akron. Have you seen
Okay,
that?
hometown with it.
Yeah, or not from that, but like Armani Lyles from Columbus, Shama Scott's from Cleveland, Evan Mahaffey's from Cincinnati, Bowen Hardman, Eric Mahaffey also from Cincinnati. 6 of their top 8 are from Ohio. Kind of like that. They are like a good
Tavari
vibes
Johnson's
team.
nice.
Who is?
Tavari's nice.
That's your guy?
He's a bucket.
5'11", 155-pound bucket.
You said what?
He's a 5'11", 150-pound bucket.
He's 6 foot 170, sir.
Basketball Reference says he's 5'11", 155.
People are referencing kiss my ass. He's first team All MAC.
Okay.
He was first team All MAC last year.
I think you can be small and be first team all MAC, dog.
A finalist for the Nolan Richardson Award.
Okay, I don't know what that is. Do you have anything else to add with this? I don't know. We're basically just like, yeah, we like Akron, they're good, but a good mid-major is still not going to go into Mackey Arena and beat Purdue.
Here's what I want to see. I want to see Purdue blow out a good mid-major. They
Yeah,
have
they
yet.
haven't done that in a
They
couple
have
years.
not. They have not done it.
They didn't really do that last year. None of their non-con games were blowouts. The big blowout was Marshall. They beat Marshall by 35.
Blow
Yeah.
out a good mid-major.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blow
Do
out a
you
good
think
mid-major.
do you think they're looking ahead to Memphis at all?
Like Penny Hardaway's team?
So no.
No.
So then Purdue should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Predictions. Ken Palm has Purdue by 16, 89 to 73. At first glance, that feels really small until you realize Akron's pretty good.
Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Palm God. I'm gonna go 94. Actually, that feels high. Let's go 89 to 65.
24-point win.
Yeah.
I bet this line ends up being Purdue by 20, and I'm gonna get scared of it. And I'm gonna well, actually, I don't bet Purdue this year, but I would talk myself into betting Akron, and
Mm,
then Purdue wins by 31, and I feel really stupid.
yeah. I can see it.
So I got Purdue by 31.
The bet.